Hey guys, what's up? It's Steel Star here, and today we are playing some Longest Journey. Um, so I wasn't sure, um, like if I should just not use the overlay for this game because it kind of looks silly with it. But yeah, we're just working on it. Um, this is cool because I love Marcuria. That's my favorite location in the Dreamball games for sure. Um, and we're going to the Journeyman. Whatever they call. We get to see this same place in the second and third game.
Hi, do you work here? Do I work here? Child, I'm the own and operate the Journeyman. I'm very sorry. Your apology is more than enough for me, child. What may I do for you? Is there a party going on?
She in her underwear?
Is there a... Do you know? It is the Feast of the Balance. Have you never taken part in the celebration? Unfortunately, no. I'm not a party person. As long as I can recall, the feast has lasted 3 whole days. Everyone celebrated openly. Now, this year, there's great concern about the Vanguard and their supporters. So this year, the Feast of the Balance is celebrated inside, behind closed doors, and for one night only. There's still much food and drink, and you are welcome to join if you so please. I don't think so. I don't know anybody here. No, I'm from far away. So if you feel, well, if you feel up to it, child, you're welcome to join in the celebration. Balance. You are a stranger to our customs and balance. You do know about the balance, not? Sure. The balance between magic and science. Everything is in balance, and the guardian watches over the balance and us. We celebrate the feast of the balance to give our thanks to the balance and to the guardian. If our devotion to the balance falters, if we lose our faith in the guardian, then we are inviting chaos to destroy us. Inviting chaos. What's the Vanguard doing to destroy the balance? They are not doing anything to destroy people's faith in the balance. They speak to the people, telling them how the holding our world back. If we were to use the balance to our advantage, we could return to the old ways, the ways of the ancient earth before the divide. Vanguard promised the people power and wealth and happiness. They intend only destruction. Irina Salmon. I'm the owner and proprietor of this inn. I bought it with money earned through honest trade in the Southlands. Tobacco, wine, slaves. That is where I'm from. April Ryan. Well met, April Ryan. Have you come to meet someone handsome enough? No such luck, I'm afraid. I'm here more by accident than anything else. No accident. Fate delivered you here tonight. You strong in fate.
What do you mean by strong in fate?
You shape your own fate, and not the other way around. You are what the dark people call. I am not only an innkeeper, I am a seer, taught by my mother, who was taught by her mother before her. So it goes back to the dawn of our world, the dawn. Events about the past and the present. When I look at you, most people are drawn along by fate, like a carriage after a horse. Some people know how to steer the horse, to change paths. You are
More about my future.
I cannot tell much. Strong.
I don't know anything about magic.
Strong. If you ever learn how to harness your talents, you will be a strong artist. Where have you been in school, child? Have you forgotten your lore?
Really had much use for my lore lately.
The artisan is the most powerful of magic users. She is able to shape magic and to use it by force of will alone. An artist can use magic shaped by others, mold it into new magic, new art. A magician, or sorcerer, witch, warlock, can read and write, drawing spells from the power of words. And the alchemist can create magic. He is the least of the four. Anyone with proper education can be an alchemist. The other three require some form of talent.
Thank you.
I am at your service. I am afraid I must go take care of my guest now. Enjoy yourself.
Okay.
Different from farmers and craftsmen back home. It's a small world.
Words.
Oh, I have to still read the diary because I didn't do that. Okay. I'm going to save though, because we didn't save. One of the so-called kin founded this religious movement called the Sentinel or the Fathers, who are self-appointed watchers over the balance between magic and science. Oops, I had a hiccup. The Sentinel were instrumental in dividing the Earth into two dimensions. Stark and Arcadia, science and magic. They also put a woman in charge of controlling and channeling the balance between the two worlds, a guardian of the balance who lives in a tower in a sort of in-between realm, and who's replaced every 1,000 years by a new guardian. So then life goes on for like thousands of years until the Sentinels start squalling eternally, and the Sentinel priests and Stark decide to break with their Arcadian friends and found this new cult or whatever called the Vanguard. The Vanguard want the worlds reunited, and they plan to do this by controlling the Guardian himself. This is what they've been doing for a few hundred years now, destroying potential Guardians by performing experiments on them or something. My hand is starting to cramp up. I'm amazed I even remember half of this. Anyways, the current guardian couldn't stay any longer, and he left this tower in the middle of nowhere, and now the balance is in danger. Apparently, chaos can really do some serious damage to both Stark and Arcadia, which does remind me of my dream. I'm not sure that's the right word anymore. With the black chaos thing, the vortex that attacked me. That's probably a sign of what's going to happen if somebody doesn't do something to save the balance. And I'm sensing this coming on because that's how it always goes in these things. That somebody is me. And because apparently I'm a strong shifter, somebody has to find the guardian. Get him back to the tower to save the balance, and then do something about the Vanguard. Get them to see that they're screwing with things they shouldn't be screwing with. Hey, easy, I do that kind of stuff before breakfast. Saturday afternoon, right, so I get back, no easy task, believe you me. And Cortez proceeds to finally tell me everything. And we have a plan, which sounds good to me, but then I really don't have much experience with plans. I'm usually like, let's do whatever. But now we have a plan, with a capital P, even. Okay, so we, as in Cortez and myself, have to find this guardian guy, the key to this realm. An old stone disc with 4 jewels, and the way back into that place, because apparently nobody knows where it is. Duh. While all this is going on, I'm supposed to restore balance to chaos, and do the laundry, probably. To think that 2 days ago all I had to remember was whether a customer ordered a double decaf latte or a low-fat cappuccino. There's a lot to be said for simple ignorance. Anyways, tomorrow morning I'm off to find whatever information I can on the Vanguard. Yay. Sundays are made for sleeping in. Oh wait, I already read all this, I remember. Okay. Sunday, I went to the Hope Street Cathedral and met Father Raw. Nice guy. He told me that Warren hangs out in building 87 right down on Hope Street. That's building 87 of the Hope Street projects. Not exactly the friendliest place in town. It's more of a shoot first, then shoot again, then pull the trigger a few more times before asking questions kind of place. And I'm not even sure they bother with the asking questions part anymore. More Sunday stuff. At this rate, I'll have to get a new diary by the end of the week. Warren Hughes wasn't a bad kid at all, just an unlucky one. He acted tough, but I could tell he was a sweetheart. Anyway, he's willing to help, but I gotta do him a few favors first. I even get to play the criminal, Joy. His sister and parents were sent to the colonies, and he wanted to find out where they went. So I have to dig through the police archives to get a hold of whatever information I can. At the same time, while I'm in there, I should also look up the Vanguard, or the Church of Voltec, which is like their cover here in Stark. Still Sunday. Surprise. I got in, I got out, I got a glorious career in crime ahead of me if I want, and it feels so good. My parents would be so proud of me. Lil Miss Criminal, that's me. Whatever, at least I got the name and location of Warren's friend, the so-called Burns Flipper. Is that an actual name? His shop is down by the Newport docks in an old garage. Knock 3 times on the door, Warren told me. I'm surprised I don't have to say open sesame as well. However, this guy, Flipper, will be able to help me locate the Vanguard / Church of Voltec. This afternoon I have to meet up with Cortez again. And I'd prefer to have some solid information to share with him. Burns Flipper. Okay, now there's an eccentric, a bastard as well, not to mention big asshole, major jerk, and total idiot. But reasonably friendly, and definitely interesting. Some people might say an enigmatic man. Not me, though. I never use the word enigmatic to describe anybody or anything. He was helpful, though, and managed to decode this data crystal that I found in the archives. The Church of Voltec is apparently associated with MTI, and their headquarters are up on Grendel Avenue, but I can't get up there without access to the upper levels of the city, and they'd never give that to a lowlife like me, so I have to take it. The Flipper can help me out with this too, but it's gonna cost a lot, so unless I can find a replacement anti-grav unit for his chair, I'm well out of luck. Now, where did I see an AG unit today? I just overheard a conversation between Rawl and Cortez, and I suddenly feel very, very scared. The simple fact is that I don't know these people. I can't tell who my friends really are anymore. And there are things going on that I fear I will never understand. It's really frightening how easily I've accepted everything I've been told these past few days without questioning people's motives. It's not like me at all. I'm usually the paranoid type. But I'll be more careful from now on, and I won't trust anybody, not without good reason. It's not that I think Cortez plans to stab me in the back or something. I'm sure his motives are solid enough, but I don't like being kept in the dark, especially when so much is riding on me. And with a situation as complicated as this one, I just wish I knew what's really going on, is all. Sunday night or Monday morning, I'm not sure which it is, but it's late. A strange sound wakes me up in the middle of the night, and when I open my eyes, my room is filled with a cold blue light coming from the closet. Okay, obviously a dream, no doubt about it. Things like these don't happen in real life, except in my life they do, all the time. There was a shift in my closet. Before I knew it, I found myself here in Arcadia again. And while last time Cortez helped me through and back, this time I'm afraid there will be no help forthcoming. I'm on my own, and I don't like it. So yeah, that's all.
No time here, but there soon will be time for you and I. Time enough to be sure. You are speaking to me, April Ryan. We have spoken.
I don't understand
Not met yet. I was sorry then for confusing you. I will be Abnaxus of the Benar, ambassador to the Ivy Council in Marcuria.
how you know my name. I think I would have remembered you if we met. Who told you my name?
You did. You are saying your name to me, April Ryan. In this moment, you tell me your name. You question why I know your name, and you speak to me the blessings of the balance for my long journey home.
Sorry, I really don't know what you're talking about.
It is difficult for us too, April Ryan, to understand you. We, the Benar, are not perceiving time like your people. In this moment, we are everywhere. In this moment, we are nowhere. But there is a veil. Beyond this veil, we are not seen, but you have. You will be seen. You are seen.
Veil.
The veil created in chaos, by chaos, with chaos. It is a dark presence in our future, yes, future. A dark veil which hides the things that have been and will be.
What's all this got to do with me?
It was late. You were tired. We have talked in the morning when you come to visit me. Now you understand everything. Thank you, April Ryan. The blessings of the balance to you too.
Did you just invite me to your home?
I will. I did. I invite you to my home, April Ryan. My home was in the Marcuria City Green, and you will find it in the morning before chaos came. I am explaining everything, and you understood.
It seems I've already accepted your invitation, so I guess I don't have a choice.
That is what you said. Good night. You will sleep well.
Honest working men out for a pint. It's their first date, I can tell. They're a cute couple. I wonder if romance is different here or if the rituals are the same as back home. I mean, really am getting tired. I should find somewhere comfortable to sit down, rest my legs for a few minutes. Cute couple. That looks like a really comfortable chair.
Yes, that's it then.
Wake up.
Yeah, I guess
Morning. We need to clean before we open for breakfast, so I had to wake you.
I slept right through the party.
Seems so. Did not stir even when everyone was leaving.
I feel pretty good considering.
You look a little. Nothing a good porridge won't fix.
Okay. She looks busy. Not to sound rude, but I had my fill of her for a moment. Back rooms are both empty. It was pretty comfy to sleep. I'm a little stiff, but that's only to be expected, I guess.
Oop. I've seen a lot of strange invitations in my life. Only a month ago, somebody didn't even know the guy particularly well invited me to his suicide party with a cheerful card reading, Steve's last hurrah. I've been invited to a wedding between a 99-year-old terminally ill woman and a highway construction automaton. I've been invited to the senior prom by my best friend's father, but I think tonight brought the strangest invitation of them all. This is the first time I've accepted an invitation before being asked by a creature whose grasp of grammar ranges from poor to non-existent, and not realizing I did until after the fact. Unlike the invitations mentioned above, however, I'll probably honor this one. Strange or not, he may be able to answer some of my questions.
To walk about in that outfit, child? It is Dave would not be proper.
It's all I have.
Come, we will find something more suited to a young lady about the city.
How do I look?
Well, it'll have to do for now. You do not have the most womanly of forms, but you will
Damn.
fill out in time with the right.
Thanks. Thank you for the clothes, for everything.
You will have time aplenty to thank me while you are cleaning plates and cutlery, child.
I'm sorry.
Work? Those clothes do not come free, child, nor does a night spent sleeping before the fire. I'm not asking much, only for a helping hand in cleaning. Start carrying the mugs from the back room. Good work for me today, child. More than was required. Here you are, some coin to help you out. And keep the clothes. You seem to have grown into them.
She's caught anything today. Square jaw and broad shoulders. A real farm boy.
All right, April, calm down.
Unlike the water in Venice. Oh, then.
Yes? Oh, it is you.
I'm looking for a guest of yours, Tunlaya.
Sailor? She is looking for work today, I'm afraid. With most of the ships moored to the docks for balance knows how long, it is difficult for sailors to find work.
Do you know when Tunlaya is expected back?
I could not tell you, child, but from what I know of the ships in harbor, she will not find one that needs a navigator any time soon.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome.
I remember this. Isn't that Brian Westhouse's house? Or at least where we find him eventually? Okay.
Bed. It's a flower bed. It's a flower bed. It looks to have been carved out of a large tree. The texture of the house is more stone than glass. That's one mother of a
Enter, honored guest, and I would have been with you present. Be welcome, stranger, to my abode.
Stranger? Don't you remember me? You invited me here.
Every moment we meet, and every moment we part. You are both stranger and friend, April Ryan.
I'm sorry, but could you try to be a little less obtuse this time? I have a hard time understanding half of what you say.
I will beg for your forgiveness, April Ryan. I had a hard time to make myself understood amongst other peoples. I will pull myself into this moment, difficult as it may be, so that we can communicate and so that you may understand. It is important that you understand, April Ryan, very important.
Pinky cat. But thank you.
Some of them look to be in English, but I know they're not. It's the Alton language Tobias told me about. The tongue of magic.
I am Abnaxus of the Venar, ambassador to the High Reed Council in Marcuria. My people live far from here. They visit your kind, so I am their sole link to humans and Omari.
Why is that?
I alone among the Venar am able to focus on a particular moment in thread and time, and so to speak with those who flow with time, like you. It's hard to explain. Any moment before this moment, any moment after, the same to me as this one. I have lived already, and I am yet to live. Do you understand me?
So, how's that possible?
Everything is possible, April Ryan. There is magic, and there is science, and between the two, everything.
Can you see the future?
To me, every moment is the same. There is no future. I can relate moments you have yet to see, and I can unravel possible threads. But remember, the future I see may not be the one into which you walk. Moments and threads fluctuate, change. I can remember things that have never come to pass, and I have seen things that will never be. I would see your possible future, the likely threads among hundreds. If there was not a veil
you keep talking?
Somewhere ahead, in our path, there is a dark veil through which which I cannot see. It is disconcerting to be blocked from the moments of my life.
How did this veil come to be?
It was, no, will be created in chaos, by chaos, to keep the future hidden. All threads converge on a single point here, beyond the veil. And this will happen only once. It is written
Written? Where?
in the prophecy. Words have been written by seers who can discern from all possible threads the threads that are certain to be woven. These words
And what did the prophecy say?
prophecies speak of a time when the balance will falter, weakened by the assault of chaos and its servants. The moment the veil falls is the moment of uncertainty. The balance may stand, the balance may fall. I cannot tell which it will be, and I cannot even see the possibilities, the threads extending from each cord. But the prophecies also speak of a Savior, as the prophecies one who will bring order to chaos, only to release chaos on the innocent, one who will restore the balance, only to
That doesn't sound like a savior.
the word in my tongue is Hanang La. Literally translated, it means the small seed
I need some help in my quest.
who grew to a tall tree. Yes, you did.
I did? And what did you answer?
That I will help you as much as I can, but in the end,
I'm on my own. I've heard that one before. What do you know about dragons?
I do not know much about the king, but I do know a little. Perhaps it will help you, perhaps not. The Dryad king came to this world a very, very long time ago, before the dawn of man, before the divide. The Venar had yet to learn to be outside time, and there were few other peoples on earth. The kin played an important part in the divide, in separating magic from science, and in the founding of the fathers, the Sentinel, to watch over the balance. It is said that after the divide, the four dragon that came to earth, two went to Stark, and two to Arcadia. But that was a long time ago, 12,000 of your years. I do not know what has become of No, the wife of the Draken, the mother, has, according to legend, been sighted. The tale of the silver spear of Gorimon speaks of the mother and her, though I think this is but a tale, far.
Called the Silver Spear of Gorimon?
Yes, unfortunately, I do not have this book myself, and I do not know of anyone.
What about the other dragon?
Of the Draken, I only know of the mother, the wife of the king, although I have heard tell of a god who fell from the sky into the ocean a great long time ago. But this may also be just
Fell from the sky.
It's a lot of talking.
only what I have told you. Someone with greater knowledge of the ocean that live beneath its surface
Works as a key to the Guardian's realm.
Yes, but very little. It has been spoken of in the Ivy Council only recently, brought to attention by the Tyrant Ambassador. He wished to know where it is kept. No one at the council knows or admitted to knowing. The ambassador was asked to speak with the sentinel, which he is unlikely to concede. The Tyrant are allied with the vanguard, so are in political and ideological opposition with the sentinel. I know Vestrum Tobias. He would not speak a word with the Tyrant, nor the vanguard. Not unless it was to challenge their philosophy.
Where I can find the disc.
Ask Vestrum Tobias.
Do you know anything about a rift leading to the Guardian's
Heard speak of such a thing. I believe it was where the tower was built and the divide created. When the earth was one, it might still be.
realm? Any idea where it is?
I am afraid the Benar were never very involved in the affairs of the Sentinel, nor took any part in the divide except to agree to the necessity of it. We had little choice but to concede. We are a magical people. We need the balance because we could not survive without.
How would I go about fighting chaos?
You cannot fight chaos. It is not so simple. To oppose chaos, one must return order to that which has been affected by chaos, and thus reduce its powers. But this is not something everyone can do. Only those ordained by the balance can embark on such a dangerous task.
That's about it for now.
Glad I could be of assistance, April Ryan.
I'll talk to you later, Naxos.
Blessings of the balance on your journey, April.
It's best from Tobias Grenzer. Good morning, Tobias.
Why, it's April. Stop.
It appears I didn't exactly come by choice this time.
Oh, how so?
In a weird and twisted way, it's nothing out of what's become the substitute for ordinary in my life. One second I was in my room in Newport, the next I was in a dark alley in Kew.
You must have opened the ship while you were sleeping. Good. This means you are learning to harness.
Yeah, yes, except I don't think I'll be able to get back home again. And this time my mentor, Cortez, has no idea that I'm here.
Ah, but I'm sure you will find a way to channel and control your power soon. In the meantime, is there anything
The disc that unlocks the Guardian's tower.
the disc that is the key? It might even restore the new guardian to find
Cliche or not, it's our only hope.
you do this all. Save worlds?
In my world is more of a cliche than anything else.
I do not understand. But then I am merely a servant of the balance, while you are more. But yes, the disc. As I told you once before, when the earth was divided and the realm of the guardian created, a disc was forged in the well of making. The disc was to serve two purposes: as a key to the tower of balance should it become necessary to enter it in the guardian's absence, and as a replacement for the disc that is already in the tower should it be broken. The tower is now abandoned and locked, and the old disc shattered. I do think the time is right for the second disc to be brought forward.
Where is the disc now?
At first, more than 12,000 years ago, it was kept in the open at the Sentinel Enclave outside Marcuria. However, when thieves attempted to make away with the disc, it was taken away. So that the four parts of the disc could be divided amongst four of the magical people of Arcadia, people who would have nothing to gain from the balance being compromised.
What people were the disc divided among?
This I cannot tell you. I am not sure anyone remembers now. But it would be in the scriptures, I am certain. The scriptures of the balance. There are 13 of them. 13 is a strong number, rich in tradition. Did you know the High Council consists of 13 ministers? No, of course you don't. 13 was also the number of the fathers who begat the Sentinel and who built the Tower of Balance.
It's the two dragons that reside in Arcadia.
The Dragon.
What's the difference?
Dragon is a word from your world. The kin are not what they have become in your legends and fairy tales.
But they're real, aren't they?
Oh, as real as you and old. They have been here since before our time. As you probably remember, the kin were instrumental in the divide, saving mankind from a terrible end. But I know so little, only what I can remember from my studies when I was a minstrel at the Enclave. Books, daughter, books. The wisdom of the ages. There is one, Tony, called The Secrets of the Dry King by Minstrom Elliot. It is old but informative, and it captures the imagination. Pay a visit to the Sentinel Enclave, located outside the city. The great library of the Enclave contains every book ever written by an Arcadian minstrel, and most others as well. Speak with Minstrom Near, the keeper of books.
Thank you, Tobias.
Good to know I could help you.
When I asked him Naxos about the Draken, he didn't really know much about them except for a story he heard about a god who fell from the stars into the ocean a long time ago. Whatever this so-called god may be, it's a fair chance it's got something to do with these dragonkin creatures. It might be a good idea to run this by somebody who knows more about the myths and legends of the sea. Monday, I have no concept of what the Arcadian or Mercurian calendar is like, but at home it would be July 31st. Come to think of it, what year is it here? Anyway, that's not really the reason I'm writing an entry in my diary. Tobias told me about a library where I may be able to find some answers. The library is at the Sentinel Enclave, just outside of town, and I'm supposed to speak with a minstrel named Yeren. He's the keeper of books or something like that, which probably translates into the equivalent of a librarian. Enclave?
Very malleable, but also very vulnerable to the elements. These cliffs probably have huge and naturally formed caves and tunnels. The dragon's mouth is pointing straight down the middle of the floor. It's a circular hollow about 20 centimeters across and about 5 centimeters deep. It's one of the sentinel
Gracious me, I didn't hear you come in. By the way, you haven't seen volume 6 of the complete Allocated History of the Northlands, have you? I could have sworn it was here yesterday.
minstrel. No.
Going. Boy. Boy. Stop. Help you? Can I help? It's a boy.
Are you Minstrom Yaren?
Yes, of course. Oh, what a silly question.
How would I know? I don't know you.
I am Minstrom Yeren, keeper of the great library of Marcuria. In fact, this is the greatest library of all the Northlands. Perhaps of the entire world. Although they say the Dark People have a library as big, if not bigger, than this one. But of course, we're not allowed anywhere near there. Have you been there?
I don't think.
What a silly question. Of course you haven't. You're not of the Dark People, are you? You don't look like any Dark People I've ever seen, so I can't see how you could possibly... Now, where did Volume 6 disappear to?
Tobias said I should talk with you.
Tobias? Vestrum Tobias? I haven't seen him for... Well, he was in last week, but before that it must have been days at least. How is he? Still eating enough for 2 mules? I must tell you of this funny story I heard the other day, of how Vestrum Tobias eats enough for a table full of minstrel. Or was it one Elguan? Although the Elguan don't, as a rule, eat very much at all. Did you know that the Elguan can smell water more than half a day's journey away? Amazing, amazing creatures, perfectly suited for life in the desert. Balance provides, that's for certain. Balance provides.
Vestrom Tobias recommended that I look at some books.
Books is what we do best.
Chapter 16 in the 8th scripture, the scripture of breaking, regarding the disc of the balance and the events that came about when the disc was broken. The scriptures tell us that the disc was kept at the enclave for many thousands of years, safely guarded from any threat by the respect held by every man and woman for the authority of the fathers. But with dissent came disobedience, and disobedience brought immortality. Or not immortality, immorality. And immorality begat theft. Tyrant soldiers, aided by sentinel traitors, attempted to make away with the disc, but were thwarted by the weight of the kin herself, intervening, although forbidden to do so on behalf of the fathers. The disc was brought safely back to the enclave, but the threat would linger in the minds of the minstrum and the vestrum. So it became that the disc was melted in the forge of the dragon's mouth, shaped into the elements of 4 magical people, and given to these respective people for safekeeping until such a time when it was decreed that the disc should once more be whole. 1 stone to the gentle souls that sing in the dark and shape the earth between their toes, 1 stone to the watchers of the woods, the ones who are outside, 1 stone to the 2 that make one, of air and of sea, and 1 stone to the keepers of the dark flame, the eternally dark, the mariners. When the time comes for the disc to be whole again, 1 person will make a journey to the 4 who hold the pieces, and the pieces will be given willingly, because there will be no doubt to the righteousness of this person.
You done? Let me take that. Oh, goodness. You again. Right.
Mailbox?
Me. What is it?
I'd like to read some Arcadian.
Favorite I had just what you're looking for. I did find something of interest. I'll leave it here.
Sadra, the faithful wife. Sadra was married to a brute of a man named Care. He was a bully who drank, cursed, gambled, and beat up his wife when he lost coins at the cups table. Still, Sadra treated Care with respect and care. She fed him when he was hungry, she made up his bed, and washed his back and laid down with him when he told her to. She never complained of her hardships to anyone, even though some days she woke up with bruises all over her body. Despite her husband's treatment, Saedra was a beautiful woman, with a lovely dark hair and green eyes, and men would admire her when she went to the market for food or the town. Well, for water. But none dared approach her, fearing her dangerous husband more than they admired her beauty and grace. People would say, "Poor Saedra, she deserves better than what she has. She's so good and patient, even though her husband mistreats her every day." But no one was willing to do anything to free her from her husband, as they all feared his wrath. "She chooses her own path," they would say, "and it's not our duty to interfere." Then one day a tall and handsome prince rode into town to visit with the elder council. When he spotted Saedra carrying 2 heavy buckets from the well to her home on the edge of town, he was taken with her beauty and youth, and he jumped down from his horse to help carry her buckets home. On the way, he offered Saedra courtship, but when told she was already married, he bowed respectfully and excused himself for acting inappropriately. That night, Saedra's husband heard about the prince helping his wife, and after striking her down for letting royalty interfere with her duties, he strode drunkenly, for he had already had his usual fill of dark ale, towards the tavern where the prince and his cohorts were staying. When Kara arrived at the tavern, the prince was eating dinner, and when told Saedra's husband was there to see him, the prince stood and waved the man closer. "I must congratulate you on your good taste in marriage," said the prince, "for your wife is the most beautiful and good-hearted woman I have ever met." And then he offered Kara a seat in a tall mug of ale. But the angry husband did not appreciate the prince's advances, and he drew a sword and lunged at the prince before his guards could react. The prince was quick and lucky to avoid certain death, and before Kara could make a second strike, the prince had recovered his sword from where it stood by the wall and stood ready to fight the brute. "Leave him be," called the prince when his guards drew arms and ran to protect their liege. "This is between him and me." Smiling briefly, he nodded his head to Kara and stood to attention. Obviously, his skill with the sword was formidable. Kara, coward at heart, knew that if he fought fairly, he would surely die, and he sheathed his sword, but loosened the knife he had tucked up his long sleeve. "My pardon, prince," said Kara. "My love for my wife is such that I am blinded by jealousy. I offer you friendship and apologies." He extended an open hand to the prince and smiled a broad lizard smile. The prince, unaware of Kara's mistreatment of his faithful wife, smiled back, put down his sword, and extended his own hand. "Your apology is accepted, sir." Then suddenly Kara's knife was in his hand and moving in a blur towards the prince's exposed throat. Had it not been for the quick eye of a nearby guard, who with the broad side of his sword struck Kara on the side of his head, the prince would have been dead. The knife carved a deep scar in the prince's shoulder, but did no serious harm. Kara was taken away to the town prison to be judged when the sun rose. His crime was surely punishable by death, especially if Saedra would testify to his cruelty in front of the judge. Free of Kara's tyranny, the townspeople now spoke of Saedra's suffering by her husband's hand, but Saedra would not herself even now speak against her husband. And instead of being sentenced to death, Kara was sent away to work the king's mines for 25 years. Taken with her faithfulness, the prince yet again offered Saedra courtship, but again Saedra declined, for she was still a married woman. Then 9 years later, Kara attempted to escape the king's mines by killing 2 guards and climbing the walls. He was shot down with an arrow and died in agony and disgrace. Again, the prince visited Saedra's town, bringing condolences and a renewed offer of courtship, and this time Saedra agreed. Months later, the prince and Saedra were married in glorious ceremony, and when the old king died, the prince became regent, and Saedra his queen. She was as good as queen as the land had ever seen, and she was loved dearly until the day she died, and her funeral was the grandest and most tearful in memory. The children of the lake. There was a village by a lake where no couple had borne a child for 20 years. The villagers were desperate, for without children their village would wither and die, and they turned to their god for help. The next morning, 50 young children rose out of the misty lake and wandered down to the shores, much to the joy of the childless woman. "We are yours," said one of the children, "as long as you remember one thing. You are never to fish from this lake again. Instead, you must learn to hunt in the forest and live off the land." The villagers agreed, though they worried they might go hungry since they were used to catching and eating fish from the lake. But it didn't take long before they had taught themselves to hunt and grow wheat and potatoes in the fields. 18 years passed, and then one day an old man grew tired of rabbits and deer and potatoes and bread, and he longed to catch a big fish and cook it over a sizzling fire. He took his boat out to where the villagers would not see him, and he sank his line. Almost immediately he caught a large trout, but as he was rowing back to shore, he saw the children of the lake wander from their homes back into the dark waters from whence they came. Their mothers called for them, tried to hold on to them, begged them not to leave, but they would not speak. And one by one they disappeared into the lake. The old fisherman then saw, as the children sank into the murky waters, how they turned into large fish and sped off into the deep. He was shameful then, and dropped his catch back in the water. But it was too late, and the village would forever more remain childless.
Let me take that back.
Wow. Keep scaring them.
Oh, it's you again. Right.
More books?
Me, what is it?
I'm looking for a story called The Silver Spear of Gorima.
Yes, a fanciful tale if I ever saw one, but a charming one. Did you know that I'm often paid to adventures, wishing to read everything available on the foolish.
Yeah, don't you just hate those adventurers?
Well, they pay for my bread, milk, and butter with their contributions to the coffers, so they care not about the books. They care only about what the books can give them.
About the books, really?
I can tell. So, the Silver Spear of Grimon, then? I did find something of interest. I'll leave it here for you.
In the glory days of Bakshiva, before the drought, when Gorman was the greatest city in the known world, Perik of Bakshiva decided to forge the most powerful weapon in the world to challenge the mighty white dragon. Perik had grown greedy and bored, his treasure hold filled with the riches of the world, and he desired nothing except the one thing he could never have, the unborn daughter of the white dragon, the fairest, purest, most beautiful creature in the universe. He had asked the white dragon for her daughter's hand in marriage, but she had refused, scolding him for his insolence and warning him to keep his distance from immortals. And so sought the advice of a mighty sorcerer, the dark and cruel Eos, to learn how to kill one of the Draic kin. The sorcerer told the parrot of the white silver of Mount Tyranny, the strongest substance in Arcadia, and how it could be forged by magic to kill even one of the kin. Parrot ordered his army to go south or north across the ocean and to bring back enough white silver to shape a weapon. When his men returned with the rare metal, the parrot ordered the finest blacksmith in Bathsheba to his castle, where Eos the sorcerer cast a spell to create an unholy forge. 10 days and 10 nights it took before the exhausted blacksmith could present a tail spear to his emperor, but before the spear could be used to kill one of the kin, it had to be bathed in blood, beheading the poor blacksmith and the soldiers who had retrieved the white silver from Mount Tyranny. The parrot's private bath was filled with their blood. As he dropped the silver spear into the red bath, watched over by Eos, a terrible scream erupted, and steam rose up in a red, foul-smelling cloud. When the steam lifted, the blood was all gone, and the spear was glowing in a deep red color, with the terrible weapon now ready to be yielded. The parrot issued a challenge to the white dragon to either surrender her daughter to him or for marriage, or to suffer a painful death at his hand. Enraged, the white dragon refused him yet again and flew to meet the parrot, his sorcerer, and his 1,000-strong army on the green fields outside Goramin. Of the magical silver spear she knew nothing, and the parrot kept it wrapped in cloth by his side. "Bring your forces around, parrot," warned the white dragon. "If you do not, I will lay waste to them all." "I wish my men no harm," lied the parrot, "for this is between the two of us." He then rode forward alone and dismounted his horse, but stayed within reach of the spear. The white dragon landed before him, and she said, "You're brave, to face me like this when you know you cannot harm me." Then the parrot raised a hand as if to greet her, but it was instead assigned to his sorcerer, the terrible Eos, who cast a mighty spell to hold the white dragon while the parrot drew his silver spear. The white dragon fought bravely, and she was close to escaping the sorcerer's magic, but the parrot was quick, and he thrust the magic spear into her chest. She screamed in pain and anger, and the sorcerer's spell could no longer hold her. Rising on her beautiful wings, blood pouring down on the land below, she cursed Bathsheba, her parrot, and her people for all time. Wherever the white dragon's blood fell, the land turned arid, and grass became sand. Parrot sent his army to follow the white dragon and to bring her back her egg. But the drought grew, and within days, the once proud empire of Bathsheba was turning into a desert. Then followed a fierce storm that tore across the land for 100 days and nights. And when the dust settled, there was nothing left of Bathsheba but 2 coastal cities and a few scattered oases. It is said that in the buried ruins of a lost capital, wrapped in the arms of the parrot who dared test the immortal, rests the silver spear of Goramin.
You done? Let me take that back for you.
One more. I'm thinking, thank gosh. Travels in the Northlands, the first part. In many years as a traveling poet and bard, I have journeyed far and wide across the fair realm of Arcady, and I have seen sights most people have not dreamed. I have stood on the magnificent and terrible southern capes in the midst of winter. Ooh, what's that? I want to look. Hey, what's up? When the storms are at their fiercest, while waves as tall as the towers of Altaban washed over my frozen body, I have witnessed the monstrous beasts that lurk in those dark and deadly waters of the South Swallow Brave, Galleon's Hole. Creatures the size of mountains that with a flick of a tail can touch the depths of the sea and the stars themselves. I'm gonna check that. Oh, okay. Oh no. I know, and in that game, when you die, it makes you start over, right? I have crossed the great ocean from north to south, and from east to west, and then in the course been stranded on desert islands with no sustenance but what I could gather from the sparse vegetation for months at a time. I have ridden the giant Alguan across, okay, these are hard words, the wasteland from Altaban to Monturba, and further south where the Taruk, the oasis, are few and far between, and I have seen the shifting dunes above the ruins of Gorman, precious jewel of the Bakshivan Empire, concealed for centuries by the coarse and treacherous sand. Yeah, I thought so. Because I remember when Nick played it and she kept having to restart it, and that kind of made her mad. And I understand. Did it make you mad when you had to restart it? Or did you already know that about the game? And I've journeyed far west, carried on goodwill and destiny by shadow ships to the strange and unknown cliffs of a world unseen by most. A world of an unfamiliar tongue and customs, a world of great wonder and mysticism. I've seen all this and more, but the fairest sight still I have seen in the lands of the north, from Aride, I'm not sure how to say that, to the border mountains, from Tyran to the Bay of Fire. No sight can ever compare to dawn at Mount Tyranny. Looking out to the plains of Nedra, where wild stallions run free in thousands. I was wondering if, when you died, did you get mad? Because you had to restart? And to look on the city of Coruscant, the Pearl of Fire. While the boiling sun sets in the ocean beyond, the slow waves reflecting dark yellow and red as they lap slowly upon the sandy shores, is an experience truly treasured and never forgotten. These lands are blessed by the Creator, shaped by men, yet wild and free and fertile, home to the greatest cities, the most precious sights, and the most cultured and civilized people in Arcady. Of all the fires I have rested my weary legs by, of all the taverns where I have learned the legends of tale spinners and memorized the songs of bards, of all the lands where I have wandered from city to village, it is for the Northlands I return time and time again to learn ever more. Join me now, for I will invoke in you the very emotions I first experienced when visiting the sights and treasures of the northern lands. Join me, and I will surely bring you there, in the exotic mist of this blessed land, and you will pine for its rugged coast and green woods and its hardy people, and like me, you will ne'er rest until you can return to yonder shores. Oh, okay. Yeah, yes and no. O Mercuria, thou unkempt diamond of capitals, thou art by truth the fairest. Thy counsel many seek for knowledge, kept within as centuries sought and gathered, by men wiser than the ages, brought hither by word of mouth. Mercuria, change thou not the course of war between thine people, diplomat, wise man, magician, all this and more. Thou hast without equal the mark of merit and virtue. The august capital of Aride, the unified country, Mercuria lies on the hardy southern coast of the Northlands, halfway between Tyrone and Coruscant. It is a port of call for merchants, traders, adventurers, and pilgrims from all four continents, a place of commerce and diplomacy for millions of humans and other species. Aride is a strong and proud land perched between the plains of Nedra in the north, the land of the tyrant to the west, the Great Sea to the south, and the forests of the Northlands to the east, and inhabited by humans, Dalmari, Tyran, Mole People, and Vanar. Alride was formed after Mercuria emerged as a major center for diplomacy and trade, and became the banner under which the surrounding lands united as one. Alride is a democracy, currently led by the Chief Council of the Alride Flag, Lord Van Delton. The High Council, composed of the ministers who govern by representation, resides in the Mercurian Hall of Assembly, flanked by the palace and the barracks. The Arides are traditionalists, and their form of government has barely changed over the last few millennia. In High Tongue, Alride means unification or assembly. Mercuria is one of the largest cities of Arcadia, the capital of Iride, and a center for trade, diplomacy, and cultural diversity, populated by a large variety of races from human to Veneer. Mercuria has grown from its origins as the birthplace of humanity to a city of all Arcadians and the hub of the civilized world. Does this ever end? Is what I'm wondering. Founded 20,000 years ago at the shore of the then unconquerable ocean, it is the first known permanent settlement of the emerging human race, initially left to its own devices by more developed races. Mercuria grew large and fat and wealthy. With newfound confidence, it passed through a period of expansion, which gained it a reputation as a merciless aggressor, which soon brought violent attention from the Tyrant in the west and the Dalmari in the north. After years of war, Mercuria was decimated and subsequently rebuilt, with sufficient reinforcements to weather attacks from both sea and land. Peaceful times followed, whereupon Mercuria settled into the role it has in today's Arcadia. Although all surrounding areas fall under its jurisdiction, there is sufficient self-governing and a few central taxes to appease all but the most disgruntled. The huge areas of farmland around the city benefit from the well-kept roads, markets, and the busy export to other lands. Nearby villages benefit from the military might of Mercuria, protecting them against roving barbarians and Tyran armies. Mercuria also provides the people of the Northlands with one of the best and busiest ports in Arcadia, allowing travel to distant destinations around the world. We finished.
Let me take that.
Okay, we're done with that. That was a mouthful. Trying to think what to do next, okay? I think we can leave. Here.
Sorted cargo. It's Captain Horatio Nebabe of the White Dragon.
you know anything about a god that fell from the sky into the sea?
Of course. You find fallen gods most everywhere these days. They're an air.
Really?
Of course not. There are no fallen gods in the sea. It wouldn't make much sense, would it? If the sea was full of gods just lying about the seabed.
Never heard of such a thing happening?
Now you got it.
No problem. Take your
Bye.
time.
Looks like a lifetime at sea has left its tracks on it.
It'd be looking like a lifetime of shooting your mouth off to take it full of me.
Hello again, old man.
Eh?
I like that. It'd be you.
Maritime stories with me?
Matter what? Tales of the sea, right? Happy. Stories beyond the hear them.
Heard a story about a god who fell from the sky into the sea.
Hey, that I'd be having. Although that be a story of man-eating mermen who ravaged the sea of song, swallowing sailors whole and spitting their bones out to dry. Are you sure you'd be up for hearing such a cool tale?
Heard of worse.
Ye be a tough little lady, be you not? All right. Well, like I be telling you, the sea of song surrounding the island kingdom of Gien. The sea where countless vessels have disappeared without a trace. This be 30 long winters ago, mind, during me second term as the sea of songs for 2 seasons. Yet to be seen any sign of the dreaded bloodthirsty merman who lurk in the waters of the Gien. That night we be laying still with our sails down, waiting the wind to pick up and carry us north from our good here. On the port side of the Lady Luck. I be the first to rush over on account of me having me on down the apple barrel. We just been to Arras to pick up 100 barrels of sweet key apples. Just luck would have it, I be there just in time to witness Bunny's horrible fate. He be in the water, screaming and waving his arms, and the water around him be red as a midwife's arms after a grueling bath.
I get the picture. Go on.
Then I be seeing, I glimpse a large, shiny, sleek body be pulling Sally down and swallow him whole. It be the merman come to claim the body of the sailor who dare across the
Sure it wasn't a shark. Big fish with sharp teeth and dead black eyes and a large triangular fin on top?
You mean a black-eyed snapjaw? I guess it would have been, but it be no snapjaw. The dreaded merman of the sea of song.
Where does the sea god fit into all of this?
The bloodthirsty merman not only happy with cannibalizing sailors, but they be sacrificing their own to their dark old.
Unless the mermen are human, they wouldn't really be cannibals if they ate humans.
Blood sacrifices to their dreaded god who lives on the bottom of the sea. Aye, that be the truth of the mermen, fierce and bloodthirsty cannibals of the sea of song.
Thanks. Good story. Of your exciting adventures will do.
I be having plenty of tales to tell. The tale of the adventures of the Baksheevan Empire. A tale of grand romance, just up your alley, be sure of it.
Sure, that sounds like a fun story.
Here on 50 years ago, I was a mate on a sturdy old lady called the three-legged whore.
The what?
What do I be saying? She was called the thrifty horse. Aye, that be her name. The Whittle Watset.
You don't remember the ship's name, do you?
Anyways, I be a young mate then. We be anchored in Montero, the grand western port of the once glorious Baksheevan Empire. I be having ship leave until the following evening, and it be me first visit to that exotic and dangerous port. So I set out to have a look around. Bear in mind that Montero is ruled by a monarch. All large Baksheevan cities. In principle, the monarch be having to report to and pay half of all taxes to the emperor in Port Altaban. Over the Baksheevan Empire having all but crumbled into pieces, the provinces will be having the power to do pretty much as they be wanting. So I sets out on my own to explore the city. Bear in mind that all the cities of the Southland, the once glorious empire of Bathsheba, and that be how I meet me bird, how I seduce and romance the mock's daughter, how I be chased from Montero by the mock's soldiers, and how I be the first man to walk across the desert of Shangagriel, the wasteland, how I be getting this awful rash.
She's like on the floor. This crack.
Do not be sleeping.
Ever.
What? What? Sleeping?
Hey.
No, just go. Good story, though. Solid material. Ever consider doing a book?
Hey,
Oh, you did? No, I've never seen it.
Bloodthirsty vampires, no thought but to milk your life's blood.
Oh.
I've heard good things,
they
though.
Take an outrageous commission, then?
No, they actually be bloodthirsty vampires with a penchant for biting your neck when you ain't be looking.
Huh.
Snakes that'll bite your face off before you have time to jump. Leave them.
Still curious about that chest.
Hey, trust the balance, girl. You never give up, do you? I be having no real treasure. Person.
Do you want to see it?
Things I be picking up.
I'm
my bed. It's where I be keeping me.
Oh, I didn't know there was a game.
Stupid man. He be my best friend. Hey, ain't nobody else around to talk to. Being a talking.
What happened to you?
I mean, cheated out of it. That cups handler on the marketplace be cheating in a full game of cups. And I be having to give me bad to try to win the money back. He be taking me back when I be
Yeah.
drinking the wrong cup. My best friend taken from me. Has to be the balance. So,
That's good to hear.
the worst part is that we bed is our prize to be won. The prize in the cup game. The handler thrice and you win a prize of your choice.
Oh, that's a choice. Should be crow.
See you later.
If I not
Okay, let's go get that bird back for him. Don't quit it. Okay. Oh. You mean Meg too? Yeah, I hope she's alright. I haven't heard from her today. Really, I heard from her earlier. I'm not sure if that affects Meg or not, but, I'll have to see. Like, I think I heard from her this morning. And that was about it. She showed me some damage, but, I don't know if she's okay. I hope she is. Hope she's just sleeping. Oh no, that's, I need to go here. Yeah. Well, no, yeah, I know. Oh, wow. Yeah, I did see the article about people being without power. That might also be a reason why she hasn't answered. Yeah. And we go to the marketplace. And we try to get that bird. Oh, yeah, of course. Are you?
Okay, let's go.
Just place your bets, investments, on the table and the game will begin.
Coin. Now, how do I play?
Yeah, I thought so.
I place one cup on top of your coin like so. Then I shuffle them like so. You guess which cup hides your coin. If you get it right, you win another coin. 3 in a row, and you win a prize.
Oh,
Cup moved. Nothing happened.
yeah. I do remember that's their newest game.
Uh, that's correct, but you used magic, didn't you? You used your magic wand.
Light up, did it?
It's impossible.
Yourself? Because nobody's supposed to ever win your game. They have a name for people like you, sir. Con artist.
Yeah, call him out.
I'm outraged. Prize? You didn't get a prize for winning once, especially when you're cheating. You cheat.
You want me to call the city guard? I demand a prize.
Gambling. Here, take this and leave me be.
Calculator? Where did you get this?
Oh, wanted off some guy who got it from someone else who's supposedly been in stock. I mean, it's a valuable souvenir from the mysterious and elusive world of logic. Would you please let me be? Let someone else play. Yes.
Strangely enough, it's an old-fashioned calculator. Like the ones they used back in the Elizabethan times. It's a magnetized screwdriver. I'll make a trade with you. My magic wand for one of your prizes, and then I'll leave your game alone. No catch. You get a magic wand, and I get one of your exotic prizes.
Which prize would you like?
It's an important choice, so I'll think about it before I decide.
Honor our agreement. And for the love of balance, don't sell that magic wand to anyone but me. I'm not talking to you, you cheat.
Trade my magic wand for one of your exotic prizes.
Which prize would you like to trade for?
Decided yet.
Well,
Oh, wait, hold on. I don't know. Maybe if I like click on the bird instead. Maybe that'll work. Dude. What? Oh no.
But in a trade? My script. Magic wand for one of your exotic
Prize would you like to trade for?
decided yet.
I don't understand why she says that.
Well,
Why doesn't she do it for the bird? Come on.
Trade? For exotic
would you like to trade for?
decided yet.
Well,
No, I haven't. Have you?
Again, old man.
Oh, nice. That's good.
See
Dang
you
it.
later.
If I not
How am I? She's like, can't decide which. Damn. I don't know. Have I heard of it? No. I think that's the first I've heard. It's a real life strategy game. Okay. I'm glad you like it. Marketplace. I'm not sure.
Screwdriver. It's a cop's game.
would you like to trade for?
I haven't decided yet.
Yes, you have. It's a crow.
Well,
I'm confused because I already know that the old sailor. Okay. I guess we have to go do something. That's nice though. When did you play it? A long time ago or like recent?
It's a flower bed. Not very good at this, but hey, I was born on a farm. Gotta count for something.
Nice.
I must be a natural born gardener. Strangest thing. I thought I heard a voice say something about a book of secrets. That the book of secrets is now
Oh, okay. Do you plan on it?
Your Honor, yes. And I would have been with you presently.
Ah, okay.
Can I ask you a few questions?
Yes.
Have you heard of a man named Cortez?
Ah,
No, I have not. But that does not mean I do not know him. Names are often.
He's my, well, some have called him my mentor, others a nutcase. I'm not sure which it is, but I'm leaning towards the former.
Your mentor? He is a shifter as well?
No, I don't think so. He doesn't travel, shift, between Stark and Arcadia.
I do not see him in my life, April Ryan. I do not know him. Beyond the veil, perhaps, but not before.
Could you tell me a little bit about yourself, Naxos?
Me? About myself? We, the Venar, are not good at speaking of ourselves. We always know who we are, and so we have no need to tell each other.
Well, are you married? Do you have kids? Or perhaps your people don't marry?
Yes, we do marry, and we always know who we are to be with, because our future is also our past, and so we also know our children, even though, according to your reckoning, they have yet to be born. My wife was, is, will be, the beautiful Abianda. She lives by the Bay of Fire in the east. She gave birth to our 3 female children, Abratha, Abalexa, Abpalmana.
How long has it been since you last saw them?
I see them now, April Ryan. Do not forget I perceive time in a different manner from your kind. I have given them your regards.
Well, say hi to them for me. Why did you come here to Marcuria?
I was chosen to be ambassador to Irede when I showed a talent for seeing the flow of time from one point to the next. I was trained for a long time in locking myself into a single moment to communicate and understand your world. My people do not normally involve themselves with others, but the Veil has forced us to do so.
Why don't the Venar want to involve themselves with humans?
In the wrong hands, our knowledge is dangerous. To know of the possible fluctuating futures, this can be a weapon to some who flow with time. We cannot interfere with your time. We are not allowed.
Who says?
The balance, the guardian. The guardian watches not only the balance between worlds, but also to my people that we preserve the balance and not upset it. Chaos is our enemy, April Ryan, and we do our part to keep it at bay, as do you.
Are you planning on ever going back to your people?
When we pass through the veil to the other side and time yet again opens up, I will return to my people. I look forward to that day. I miss my people, and it is hard to speak with your kind. It makes me tired.
I know what you mean. I'm a stranger here too.
You will bring us through the veil, April Ryan, and then we can both leave this place and go home.
Where is your home, Abnaxis?
Across the border mountains and north, to where the forests are evergreen, and where in winter the land turns white.
Do you know Father Tobias?
Tobias is a faithful servant of the balance, and he is a good man. He leads the sentinel down a narrow path, but he never wavers. We are friends.
So, I can trust him?
Trust is a concept which often puzzles me. Amongst my people there is never distrust. We always know the truth. But amongst your people, amongst those who flow with time, trust is important, a fragile thing. But yes, I do think Tobias is to be trusted fully. I cannot see beyond the veil, but up to that point there is no thread in which he betrays your trust, April Ryan.
Thanks, Abnaxis.
You are always welcome, April Ryan.
About my quest.
Anything I can do to help, April Ryan.
What else do you know about this god who fell from the sky?
Only what I have told you. Someone with greater knowledge of the ocean and the creatures that live beneath its surface may be able to tell you more.
So you don't know where I can find the disc?
No. Ask Vestrum Tobias.
That's about it for now.
I am glad I could be of assistance, April Ryan.
I'll talk to you later, Abnaxis.
Blessings of the balance on your journey, April Ryan.
It's Brian Westhouse, expat and minor recluse. Hi there, Mr. Westhouse. I'm back.
My word. What on earth possessed you to return to this godforsaken place? You were lucky to escape the first time, but now you're really pushing it.
It's not that bad a place, or else you wouldn't stay here. Besides, this time I didn't exactly come here by choice.
I hope not.
Isn't that the way it is, though? We always cross the rift at the most inopportune. Care for a drink? Oh, no, no. Don't.
Would you mind helping me with a few questions?
Nothing better to do, so shoot.
Where I could look for the entrance to the garden.
This is more talking.
Pants, if he had his wish, I'm sure. No, I don't know anything about
Yeah.
gardening.
It's lasted a while.
Simple
Do you know anything about dragons?
I try to stay out of the affairs of the kin these days. What precisely
There are two dragons in Arcadia, and I'm trying to locate them.
do you wish to know about? Yeah, I've heard that tale myself. No, I don't know anything about it. You'd be better off
Yeah.
speaking with the
Coming up
central
on
minstrel.
30 years
After
soon.
all,
Well,
specialty.
next year.
Story about a god who
Stories aren't my thing, April. You should visit a library. I'm sure you'll find some stories, books. I know the Sentinel have a library somewhere in the city. I've also heard rumor of a people with wings who do nothing but observe and record history from stories. But I don't know if that's all it is. Still, if you're looking for stories,
What did you say about the flying people?
there's supposed to
Really?
be great storytellers. But it can only be a rumor.
How come?
I'm looking for a disc that will open up the Guardian's realm.
That's religion. And the only things I worship are whiskey, a good cigar, nice long. Anyway, don't ask me about all that balance.
Bullfighting's a horrible act of cruelty to animals, and not much of a
Yeah,
sport
I
at
get
all.
it.
You'll be happy to hear then that they abolished bullfighting hundreds of years ago. What did you say about the flying people?
There's supposed to be great storytellers. But it can only be a rumor.
Yeah, I get that.
Any more questions
Then let's talk about other things, shall we?
for now? Thanks, Mr. Westhouse.
Anytime, April. Come back if you're homesick.
Yeah, I didn't care for that one. Didn't really add much to the series. Think now we should be able to move on. I actually liked Revelations. Oh, the thing exited. Sorry, hold on. Good thing I just saved it, because that would have been bad. Okay, fine. Maybe now?
Or exotic
Prize would you like to trade for?
decided.
Damn it. Ugh. So close. I'm so freaking angry. Yeah, they are different. Um, I'm not really that angry, but I'm trying to figure out like what's going on because it seems like it's just not working for me. The first one. I think you liked the second one better. I do want to play some more of the spin-offs and stuff eventually. Oh, it's just the game and how like I'm trying to progress and it's just being stupid. No, okay. It's just a really annoying quest, I guess. I'm trying to finish this chapter, but I'm over 2 hours now, and I kind of want to play something else. But I don't know. Yeah, it's okay. It's just the guide that I was looking at, like just for assistance. Um, it didn't include all the information, so.
Oh, it's you again. Right. More books? Me, what is it?
Hmm.
Actually, I don't feel like. Don't feel like. Very well.
I guess that's not it.
How can you not feel like reading?
Later.
Yes, it's.
So I think what I'm gonna do is, trying to decide. Yeah, I heard that they're supposed to remake Resident Evil Zero. Yeah.
The Merman of the Sea of Songs?
Bloodthirsty cannibal merman of the Sea of Songs? Never heard.
Sure you've never heard of the Merman of the Sea of Songs?
Loud.
What's up with the shushing?
Legend says that if you speak openly to the bloodthirsty cannibal merman of the Sea of Songs, they will hunt you down until they've caught you and devoured you.
This legend? Hi. Cargo.
Yeah. Those damn footsteps. Yeah.
Busy?
I don't know if there's any more questions to ask.
Find the I need to find the entrance to the Guardian's realm.
You are right in that. In the past, when the time came for the Guardian to take his or her place, the Guardian opened the gateway wherever it was needed. A Guardian, still in full control of the balance, can invite anyone and let anyone out. But with the Guardian gone, the only way in would be the point where the divide was first created, where the tower was built. Remember that this was done on the old Earth before the divide. After the divide, after the creation of Stark and Arcadia, places were shifted about. This entrance may not even be on the ground anymore. It could be up there, in the sky, or far below us, through the crust of the earth into the molten depths below. I cannot say, and I do not know anyone who could.
Yeah. What's that?
I need help getting back home.
Unfortunately, I'm in no better state today to help you shift than I was the day before yesterday. You are the one with the talent, and so you must learn to use that talent.
Thank you.
Good day.
I said good day. Let's try again.
My magic wand for one of your exotic prizes.
prize would you like to trade for?
Decided yet.
Okay, not that. Okay. We want the bird, but we can't get it yet. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. Could just be rumors.
Hello. Hi.
Huh. Okay.
Hello again, old man.
Hey. Hey.
We will find out. I don't know what it is, so I'm gonna have to
See you
like
later.
continue later on. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try out Texas Chainsaw. Yeah, that just seems like fan fiction at that point. So I'm gonna close this out. Put be right back. Wait, except for it's not being right back. It's weird. Why isn't it showing? Okay, I'm just going to pull the game up. Okay. I don't even know what more to do here.
You still interested in a trade? My script. Magic wand for one of your exotic prizes.
Which prize would you like to trade for?
I haven't decided yet.
Very well.
That's what I don't get. I think I've done everything, and I don't understand what I didn't do. as loud as hell.
Hello again, old man.
It be you.
See you later.
If I not be dead, I.
See if we missed anything with him.
Oh, goodness, it's you again. Oh, you gave me such a fright.
Could I see some more books?
Oh, certainly. What a silly question.
I'm looking for some information, but I'm not sure which book to ask for.
No matter. I know a great deal about most of the books in here. What topic intrigues you?
I've heard rumors about mermen who live beneath the Sea of Songs, and I'd like to find out more about them.
Mermen in the Sea of Songs. Let me see what I can find, yes? I did find something of interest. I'll leave it here for you to read.
Thank you, because I think that's what I need.
I look like a serving
Don't worry
maid.
about the way you look right now. Also, mermen, merpeople, Murians, a magical people who reside in the depths of the great ocean and other seas. Little contact has been made with the Mayrum, who are believed to have been quite numerous in the past, but are now dwindling in numbers. Confirmed location of Mayrum cities is between the Briston, Atoli, and Gian, centering on the Sea of Songs. Legends of mermen, merpeople, Murians, are rampant amongst sailors. These stories portray the Mayrum in a grotesque and violent light, betraying the truth of a largely peaceful people. Although not much is known about the Mayrum, their religion apparently centers around the belief of a benevolent god who lives in the immense depths of the great ocean and who brought the Mayrum to Earth from a place
Are you
distant
done?
and wonderful.
Let me take that back for you.
Let's try this now.
Hello again, old man.
Eh? It be you.
I'd love to hear some more maritime stories.
Sure, sweetie, I'd be happy to. What story you be wanting to hear now?
Tell me again the story of the merman.
Aye, the fearful tale of the bloodthirsty cannibal mermen who worshipped their dark cannibal god in the murky depths of the Sea of Songs?
Oh, never mind.
Aye.
I'm all storied out for now. Thanks.
Aye, ye tell me when you want more, right?
See you later.
If I not be dead, aye.
Hello.
Uh-huh.
Bye.
That didn't work either. It's annoying.
Enter, honored guest, and I would have been with you presently.
Can I ask you a few questions?
Yes,
Thanks, Obnaxis.
you are always welcome, April Ryan.
About my quest.
Anything I can do to help, April Ryan.
What else do you know about this god who fell from the sky?
Only what I have told you. Someone with greater knowledge of the ocean and the creatures that live beneath its surface may be able to tell you more.
That's about it for now.
I am glad I could be of assistance, April Ryan.
I'll talk to you later, Obnaxis.
Blessings of the balance on your journey, April Ryan.
Hello? I have some more questions for you.
Shoot.
What did you say about the flying people?
They're supposed to be great storytellers, and they've been observing this world for a very long time. But it could only be a rumor.
I don't have any more questions for you.
Very well.
Thanks,
I don't
Mr.
know.
Westhouse.
Always a pleasure, April.
I'm so confused. What else is there to do? Some other books I need to ask about? Like, I don't know.
Oh, goodness, it's you again. Oh, you gave me such a fright.
Could I see some more books?
Oh, certainly. What a silly question.
I'm looking for some information, but I'm not sure which book to ask for.
No matter. I know a great deal about most of the books in here. What topic intrigues you?
Are there any books about flying people who observe and tell stories?
Winged storytellers, hmm? Let me see what I can find. Hold on. I did find something of interest. I'll leave it here for you to read.
The island of Elias, near the Briston Atoll.
There we go.
Maybe I should try to go there.
A crafty winged people who have recently dwindled in numbers and whose ability to fly long distances have been steadily diminishing over the past few centuries. The Elation are known for their ability to remember and tell stories from before the dawn of mankind and up to modern events. The largest known tribe of Elation, with whom traders have occasionally contact, resides on the otherwise uninhabited island of Ales in the Briston Atoll.
Are you done? Let me take that back for you.
I think I finally got what I needed.
Hello? I have some more questions for you.
Shoot.
What did you say about the flying people?
They're supposed to be great storytellers, and they've been observing this world for a very long time. But it could only be a rumor.
I don't have any more questions for you.
Very well.
Thanks, Mr. Westhouse.
Always a pleasure, April.
New dialogue?
Do you know the island of Elias?
The vacation paradise of the ancient Delmari? Certainly.
How do I get there?
It's near the Briston Atoll, but boats rarely travel directly to Briston from Marcuria. You'd have to travel via Guyenne.
Can you give me a lift to Guyenne on your ship?
There are 3 problems with that scenario. Number 1, there's no wind, so we can't set sail south. Number 2, I lost my navigator a few weeks past, and I have yet to find his replacement. And number 3, you're a woman. We don't let women on board the White Dragon.
Yikes.
Isn't that a bit sexist?
Sexy is just what I worry about. What with a boat full of men being out at sea for months at a time?
Not sexy, sexist.
I'm a sailor, girl. What do you expect? Good bedside manners?
I'd really appreciate it if I could hitch a ride with you to Gien.
Ain't gonna happen. Sorry.
Bye. Hello again, old man.
It be you.
Do you know the island of Elias?
Aye, I be knowing lots and lots about the feared Isle of Elias.
It's feared? How?
Because it be a place of cannibals.
You really don't know anything about the island of Elias, do you?
No, I do not.
Do you know how I can get passage on a boat going south?
Aye, coin be the way, as me beloved wife always be saying. 'Cause she'd be running off with a wealthy merchant while I be away at sea. Women never trusted one I didn't pay for again.
I don't have much coin at all.
And I be at a loss, as do ye, unless...
I need coin to travel in a boat unless... what?
Unless I be calling in a favor with the good Captain Horatio Nebave, who be traveling to Guyenne as soon as the wind be picking up.
What kind of favor?
Oh, he be owing me from back when I was his captain.
Would you cash in your favor with Nebave if I got your bird back?
Aye, I be promising anything to get me friend back. It be a deal.
Cool.
See you later.
If I not be dead, aye.
You still interested in a trade? My magic wand for one of your exotic prizes.
Which prize would you like to trade for?
The talking bird.
That scraggly heap of... A fantastic choice, young lady. Hold on a second and I'll get him for you. A fantastic choice, and I really, really mean that.
So, you're a bird, huh?
Yeah. Wait a second. Did the old man send you to get me?
I guess he did. My name's April.
Oh, God, is there no escape? I mean, not that I like being cooped up in a cage for gamblers to gawk at and children to spit at all day, but give me a break. It's better than being locked away in a stinking chest. Thanks a whole bunch for rescuing me, April.
You're welcome.
No, hey, that's not what I meant. I was being sarcastic. Do you know what sarcastic means? Speak all tongue? Yes,
No, actually, I don't. I speak English.
English? English? I don't know where you're from, lady, but you're weird. Okay, so let me go already, all right? Enough with the I'm human so I can boss the bird around shtick. We're all impressed.
Sorry, I promised the old man I'd win you back. I need a favor from him badly.
Yeah? So what's so important you'd sacrifice a bird's happiness and well-being?
The fate of two worlds, billions of people, and the balance.
Yeah? So... No, forget it.
So were you always just Bird? Or did you have a better name?
No, it's always been Bird. My full name is That Damn Bird. I learned that when I was 2 weeks old. That damn bird, the old man would say. No good ball of feathers. Then he beat me with a stick.
Really?
No. He'd just stick me in the chest and forget about me. Which is almost as bad as beating, believe you me.
I'm sorry to hear that, Bird. You know, if you were my bird, I think I'd call you Crow.
Yeah, well, I'm my own bird, lady, and I don't... Crow. You'd call me Crow? That's a pretty good name. It's a proper name, at least, not just an insult.
Anyway, I guess I'd better get you back to your master bird. He's pining for you.
All he's pining for is coin to gamble with.
It's really none of my business. Sorry.
Sure you are.
Hello again, old man.
It be you.
See you later.
If I not be dead, aye.
Here's your bird, sir. It wasn't easy, but I got him back. I sure hope you're grateful.
Bird, blessed be the balance, me faithful friend and companion be back.
No, not back in the chest, not in the chest!
Now can you help me get passage on a ship?
Aye, I be a man of me word. Speak ye with Captain Horatio Nebuve of the White Dragon, the ship behind yous. Tell him Umbrianos be sending yous to cash in on that old favor he be owing me.
Thanks, old man.
Aye.
Hello.
Uh-huh.
You know old Umberianos, don't you?
The old drunk? Aye, he be a good captain once. But ever since he lost his ship, he hasn't been much worth to anyone.
Be that as it may, you do owe him a favor, right?
Aye, that I do. He saved my life more than once. And I wouldn't be captain of this beautiful lady if it weren't for him.
Guess what? I'm here to cash in on that favor.
I'll be damned. What did you do for the old geezer? Promise him your hand in marriage?
Don't you mind that, old boy. Just get ready to sail south. You're giving me a lift to the island of Elias. I mean, since you're already heading for Gien.
I am? That could prove a little tricky.
How come?
For one, there is no wind. That accursed alchemist up north has put some kind of spell on the wind. Clax, I believe his name is, Roper Clax. Lives in a bloody rock somewhere beyond Riverwood. As long as he's got his dirty claws on the wind, this vessel ain't going nowhere. Then there's a little problem with my crew. I can't very well leave the harbor without a navigator, and my last one decided he didn't much care for the sea anymore and went off to marry a serving maid.
But, okay. Let's say I manage to free the wind and find you a new navigator. Then will you drop me off on Elias?
You think you will be able to defeat Clax, free the wind, and find me a new navigator? By Jaw's pus-filled left eye, if you do such a trick, then I'll take you wherever you wish to go. Most likely they'll be holding your funeral within the week, girl. Just leave the madman be and let the army deal with him.
Never you mind, as long as you keep your promise and take me to Elias.
What's with Elias, anyhow? It's been deserted for hundreds of years, ever since the Dolmari fell victim to the Great Plague.
I need to visit the Elation people, to listen to some of their stories.
As if there aren't enough stories here. It takes all sorts, that be for sure.
Assorted cargo. Assorted cargo. It's some weird cattle, weird cattle, weird cattle. It's a farmhouse. Weird cattle. It's a small barn. It's a storehouse on pillars. Those monuments, they're enormous, like man-made mountains. I wonder what they are. What they were made for. It's a discarded wagon wheel.
Here he comes.
Do you always travel like you got a two-headed Vesperian nymphate on your tail? I couldn't keep up half the time.
Crow, is that you?
Of course, there was that pair of stunning robin redbreasts. Twins, did you know? Not as if I could just leave them without a kiss or two. Or 12, as it turned out. Maybe I'm just out of shape after being stuck in boxes and cages and knapsacks for the past 20 years.
I guess it is you.
Of course it's me! How many birds do you know with both good looks and a sense of humor?
You got a sense of humor.
No, funny. Nah, that's funny.
What are you doing here, Crow?
What am I doing here? What am I doing here? How about a nice to see you, Crow, or I've missed you so much, Crow, or at least a glad to see you out of that chest, Crow?
It is nice to see you, Crow. How did you escape?
Cunning, milady. Of course, that keg of Androgen stone liquor the old geezer got his hands on didn't hurt. I've never seen such a shameful display of public drunkenness in my life. Well, not since the last time I had a thimble full of wine. Phew, boy, were those ladies in for a surprise. When they were told I could talk, I'm sure they didn't count on my encyclopedic knowledge of Dolmari obscenities. The old man was gonna gamble me away again, you know. Went straight back to the cups handler after the, celebration. So, I decided to split before they put me back in the cage. That place was like a prison without the amenities. And let's not even mention the food. Did you ever try roasted Elguan dung? Ugh, pooey, duh, don't, ever. So, I pecked a button here and some soft tissue there and fled. I had nowhere else to fly, so I decided to join you on your, quest. It sounded like a spot of good old-fashioned fun. Like a Bird's Own adventure. It's not as if I came after you because I like you, though. You don't have any feathers.
Thank God for that. Okay, if you want to join me, I wouldn't mind some company. I'm guessing you'll be using your wings, though, and not your feet?
The ground's no place for a free spirit like myself, baby. Besides, I hear there are a lot of good-looking birds in this forest, and let me tell you, they don't parade about on the ground like winged chickens. Just try to slow down once in a while. Let me catch up.
Sure. But how do I get your attention if I need to talk to you?
Can you whistle? Like this?
Sorry. But wait a second, I got a little flute. I could use it to call you.
I'm not a sheepdog. Let's get that straight. You play your tune, and I'll consider your request. I won't be flapping to attention like a tame soldier hawk.
Deal. We better get moving, though. It's getting late.
Aye, aye, Captain. I'll try to keep an eye out ahead in case there's trouble.
Oh dear. Oh dear me. Please, human, don't kill me and skin me. I haven't even sung to the soil yet.
Don't worry, I'm not going to kill you or skin you.
Oh my. That is good news. Very good indeed. Who are you?
My name's April. What's yours?
In my language, it's Bandu Umana Banta Aurubana Bitana Benort. It means the little one who tries hard to live up to his father who sings to the soil.
That's a mouthful. So, what do I call you?
You can call me Ben Bandu, the sad little one.
Aw.
Banda is the name of my people. We are the little ones.
Why are you sad, Ben Bandu?
I'm looking for my brother. He's been gone in the forest for many days, and I've not heard him sing to us. Our people don't walk about the forest much. It's too dangerous for us. You haven't seen my brother, have you? He's short, about my height, with a tan coat and a mischievous glint in his eye.
You're the first mole. The first Banda I've met.
Oh dear. I hope he's all right. A lot of our people have disappeared this summer.
What happened to the Banda that disappeared?
We don't really know. But there's something evil in this forest. Something that doesn't like the Banda. I shouldn't be out here looking, but I must find my brother.
If I see him, I'll let him know you're looking for him.
Oh, thank you. Thank you ever so much.
Aren't your people called the Mole People?
That's what the city dwellers and farmers call us. They say it with sharp tongue. Moles. Dirt diggers. They don't like us very much. Our given name is Banda, the little ones. Or the Banda Banta, the little ones who sing to the soil.
How do you sing to the soil?
When we're old enough, and we found our voices, we just sing, and the earth shapes itself to our needs. We live in harmony with the earth, just like the birds do with the air.
Good luck on your search, Ben Bandu. Sad little one.
And the best of luck to you, April. Please, if you see my brother, tell him to come home. We're all so very worried.
Hey, Crow, would you mind doing me a favor?
I was having this tete-a-tete with a pretty young sparrow, but hey, Crow at your service. Did you say favor? Ah, sure thing. Unless it's something extremely... No, make that even remotely dangerous. I don't like dangerous.
Not at all. Just scout out the forest from your vantage point. See if you can find Ben Bandu's brother.
Ben who?
The mole I just met. I thought you were supposed to be watching me. Didn't you pay attention?
No. Mole, you said. They're savages, the lot of them. You eat birds, even.
Crow, I eat birds. You probably do too.
Yeah, I love a roasted duckling and a tangy orange. Oh, well, yeah, I see your point. Looking for a lost mole, then, are we?
Yeah, and they're called the Banda.
I never got into that whole PC thing. It's not Tyrox, it's the tyrant. Don't say chicks, say birds. Don't say birds, say women. I don't know, it's all a little too complicated for a simple man of the air like myself.
Just go look for the lost Bandu, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
It's a woman, I guess. An old woman, and it looks like she's in pain.
Oh, please, pretty lady, pretty, please help me. I've fallen and I can't stand up.
What happened to you?
Oh, I was out picking bones. Berries for my stew and flowers. Yes, pretty flowers.
Seems like a trick.
Then I tripped over a big old root and twisted my ankle. It hurts so. Please help me home, pretty lady, please.
No, you a witch. And not a good kind. Guess I have to.
All right, I'll help you home.
Oh, yes. Thanks, plump little treasure. A nice, pretty girl, thanks.
Plump little treasure? Is that what she's gonna say?
I still need your help, Plumpwood. Pretty girl. I can't walk all the way home by myself, you see. Help me home and I'll cook you. A good, thick, creamy stew. Yum, I'm getting hungry myself. Let's go.
Lead the way, ma'am.
Yes, let's go. Come on, just follow me, my sweet treat.
How did... Shouldn't even lean down.
Looks like a cozy little burrow, like a hobbit hole.
Come in, honored guest. I'll just check on my stuffing. On my stew, yes. My thick, delicious stew. Oh dear, what have we here? This stew isn't good enough to stuff. To serve a guest as plump, as well-built and delicious, as honored as you, my dear. Why don't you just wait here and I will go pick some more berries and spices for my stuff, my stew.
But wait, what about your bad back? What a strange... what a strange woman. There's something not quite right about this place. Like those skulls, for one. They look disturbingly humanoid. What's that sound? Where's it coming from? What are those things? They look like... Is that blood? What does this creature do to people? Grotesque decor. Grotesque decor. That pillar looks a little shaky. It's kind of shaky, and I don't want to risk bringing the roof down on top of me. It's a broom. By the looks of this, it's too big for me to carry around. But maybe I could use it somewhere in this room.
Oh, dear me.
Aw. I think that might be him.
Who are you? Are you going to eat me?
I'm April, and I've come to rescue you.
Oh my, did my tribe send you?
So to speak. I met your brother, Ben Bandu.
Ben Bandu? Bandu umanu banta orobana biutan binoart?
I think so. He said to call him Ben Bandu.
Because he was sad for me? He will be so glad to find that you've rescued me then.
Yeah. There could be a tiny little problem with that.
The Gribbler captured you too?
I guess whatever the Gribbler is, did capture me. That took me by surprise since I did come here willingly.
That's how she works, the Gribbler. She tricks Banda and humans to come here to her house, and then she cooks them and eats them.
Friendly old lady, she's not. What's your name?
Bandu utamatuta uyatan ayama binaort.
That's a little difficult for me to remember. How about I call you Bandu Uta?
Oh my, yes, that would be fine. We have long names, us Banda, as long as our tunnels.
You can tell me more about your people later. Right now we need to find a way out of here. Grotesque decor. It's a small humanoid skull, like that of a child. Good God! It's a window, but it's too small for me to squeeze through. I can't climb up there. Besides, I'm too big to fit through that tiny window.
Oh dear, whatever shall we do?
Come over here. Let's try something.
Oh dear me. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna get you out of here. Hold on. Hey, wait a second. I need you to open the door for me. Don't run off. Damn.
He's like, free. Can't blame him.
What am I gonna do now?
I am back with the berries and... What's happened here? Why is the... What have you done, you stupid little human?
I just saved an innocent person from being your dinner, Gribbler, so there.
So, you think you could come into my house and set my dinner free and get away with it?
Well, I will get away with it because soon a lot of people, armed people, will come to get me and to kill you. So you better run away while you still have a chance.
I guess you will be my dinner tonight then, and I had hoped to save you for tomorrow.
Oh, come on, Gribbler. You can't honestly think you can eat... Step aside. I know karate. Beat it. Get out of here. Oh, shit. I look like it's a wooden table with a tablecloth made of some kind of animal skin.
Yeah, set her on fire.
I look like a serving maid. Something's cooking all right. I just can't put my finger on what exactly.
Hi.
Hi, Ben.
Oh dear, where's the monster?
She vanished like smoke up a chimney. Do you know what happened to your brother? He just ran off, didn't even stop to say goodbye.
I met him back on the road. He was running like the wind. Said that when you helped him out of the window, he spotted the Gribbler returning, so he went to get help. I told him to alert the village, gather as many of the Banda as possible, and come back here, and that I'd try my best to aid you in the meanwhile.
Thank you, that was very brave of you.
Brave of me? Oh my. You defeated the Gribbler. You are a hero. I owe the life of my brother to you, the life of everyone in our tribe. I know my fellow Banda will want to reward you for your gracious deeds. You are invited to our village with me, and I will tell my people to prepare a grand feast for you.
That's sweet.
You don't have to do that, Ben. I just did what anybody would have done.
But you did it. Give me your map, and I will show you where our village is. Then I must run ahead to tell the Banda that the Gribbler is no more. April! So glad you could come to our village and sit by our fires so we can thank you in the proper manner.
It's my privilege, Ben Bandu. I wouldn't want to pass through this forest without visiting your village and seeing for myself how the Banda people live.
Oh my, you speak so eloquently. My brother sits by the fire. I know he wishes to speak with you. But the elder would speak with you first. He rests in his hammock up on the mound. Go speak with him, and then come down again, so we can celebrate the death of the Gribbler and the brave escape of April Ryan and Ben Bandu's brother.
You got a nice bonfire going. Glowing. It's Crow. When did he get here? I should speak with the elder first. I don't want to seem disrespectful. It's Ben Bandu's brother, Bandu Uta. It's Ben Bandu. It's the elder Bandu.
The hero of the day comes to visit the old Bandu. Let me see your face, human. Make yourself shorter. That's much better. The human is closer to the soil now, and she may even feel it like we do. Moving, shaping itself, breathing, beating.
I don't feel anything. Sorry.
So the human is not a digger, but we don't judge her because of that. The human is a hero, she is.
Don't call me that. I'm not a hero. I was just in the right place at the right time to help somebody out.
She destroyed the evil that haunted our forest and rescued one of our little ones from the creatures of chaos. And so she is a hero. She's the one spoken of in our songs, is she not? The one who will deliver us from an evil presence and who will go on to save the balance. You are she, are you not?
I don't know.
Well, we will see, we will see. You will sleep in our spirit din tonight, and then tomorrow we will see. But now, you must enjoy yourself. This feast is in your honor to show our appreciation for your courage.
Thank you.
Go, eat and drink and dance, and then go to sleep in the spirit dig. We will talk tomorrow before you continue your journey. You are on a journey, are you not?
A very long one. Yeah.
We are all on a journey, but yours is the most important one ever. So go. I will smoke my pipe and think on prophecies and songs. Go.
It's Ben Bandu's brother, Bandu Uta.
Oh dear, it's April. Sit down.
Are you feeling all right? I thought you disappeared on me back at the Gribbler's lair.
Oh dear, I do apologize. I saw the Gribbler return from the forest, so I ran into the bushes and headed straight for the village. I was going to get help, you understand, but then I bumped into my brother, and I told him what was happening.
I'm glad you're okay.
Thanks to you, April. How did you kill the Gribbler?
Lots of luck and a little bit of quick thinking. My limited talents in the martial arts were woefully underused.
Were you frightened?
I don't think I've ever been so frightened in my entire life. Kind of exhilarating, actually. Although at this point, I think I've had quite enough excitement for a lifetime.
Oh, dear me. I could never be as brave as you, April. Ever.
What is the spirit dig the Elder told me about?
Oh, it's a sacred place. A very sacred place. It's where we, the Banda, can speak with our ancestors, ask them questions, and learn from their wisdom.
Yeah? Well, the Elder said I was to sleep there tonight.
He did? The Elder said that? Then you have been honored by him, April. Only those worthy of the spirits of our ancestors can spend the night in the spirit dig.
Where is the spirit dig?
Right behind you, at the far end of our green.
Enjoy the party, guys.
Oh, but it's in your honor, April. You must enjoy it yourself, too.
Crow?
Oh, hey, I was, wondering what happened to you. What happened to you?
I thought you were supposed to help out in the search. I could have used some assistance this afternoon.
Yeah, but I did find some Banda, didn't I? Just not the one we were looking for is all. And besides, I was beat. My wings can only carry me so far before I need a twig to rest on and a couple of juicy berries. Speaking of berries, did you taste the ones they got here? The word is yum. Big yum. I don't know what they soak them in, but hoo-hoo, man!
Well, at least you're okay.
No, sure, you know me. I could use a good flea plucking, though. Care to reward me for my diligence?
Diligence?
Ha! I'm guessing I'll be plucking my own fleas tonight, then, and I'm okay with that. I'm blaming you if I wake up with a crick in the neck tomorrow, though.
Good to know.
I won't be able to find my way through the forest when it's this dark. Glowing. It's a hammock built for a Bandu. Mushrooms or chairs or both. It's not a big fire, but it's comfortably warm in here, and the smoke has a very pleasant, very mellow texture to it. Psychedelic furniture. I know some people at home would go crazy about stuff like that. Psychedelic furniture. I know some people at home would go crazy about stuff like that. It's some kind of bed made with twigs and moss. Not as comfortable as a real mattress, I'm sure, but it'll do. I'll just lie down for a few. No, screw that. I'm getting a good night's sleep. That's what I'm doing. I've never been this tired in my life.
Yeah, you tell him.
you're doing. What? What are you doing here, you arrogant bitch? You don't think you can really save the world, do you? Who are you? Don't tell me you don't recognize me, April Ryan. I'm you. That's impossible. This is just another dream. I must be dreaming. Think again, loser. This is as real as it gets. Why are you here? I'm sending you home, that's what. You're a sad little twit, don't you realize that? There's no point subjecting the entire world, 2 worlds, to your feeble attempts at redeeming yourself, is there? Go away, leave me alone. How the hell am I supposed to do that, Einstein? I am you. You are me. Unfortunately for the both of us, we're inseparable. I don't need this Freudian id crap. Not now. There's so much I have to do, so many people I have to help. Oh yeah? Like you really believe that? Like you give a shit about those people? You're doing this for yourself, April, and that's why you're gonna fail. Shut up! Shut up! That's always your way out, isn't it? Telling people to shut up when they speak the truth and shutting them out when they're getting too close for comfort. Hey, don't tell me I do it because Daddy hurt me. Screw that. How do you think you're gonna hold up when this job gets tough if you can't rely on anybody or believe in anything? I'm doing it, aren't I? Yeah, because what kind of choice did you have? Face your problems back home? Face the nightmares? I don't think so. So you run. And you think you're putting distance between yourself and your fear of the past and the present? All you're doing is running straight into an inevitable nervous breakdown. Like right now. You're talking to yourself, April. Now, that's not something a mentally stable person would do, is it? Shut up! Shut up!
It's okay, April. It's okay.
Charlie? Charlie, is that you?
Don't you worry. I'm here. I'll take good care of you.
Oh, God, Charlie, I'm so glad that you're not here. You can't be. I'm still dreaming.
No, you're not dreaming. I'm here, but in spirit only.
Is it? Is it really you, Charlie?
We are Charlie, your friend. We feel his heart and his mind, and his sleeping spirit joins us. But we speak from the great digs of the beyond, where the songs of the banda never end.
You're the dead?
We have passed into the soil. We are spirits, and we have come to guide you.
Why, Charlie? Why do you show me Charlie?
He loves you, and so he guides us here, into your heart and mind.
He loves me? Charlie loves me?
You are not alone in the world, April. There are many who care for you. Your friends and your family. Your real family. You are not alone in your journey through life.
What do you know about my family? My real family?
They watch out for you, April. That's all we know. They have never abandoned you. They have just let you live the life you needed to live, to understand. It's important that you understand.
Understand what?
That life, even when difficult and painful, is a gift. That love is priceless and rare and precious. That every good action, every good thought counts. And that a single person can make a difference, can change the world, if she puts her mind to it, if she believes in herself, and the people who believe in her.
But everything is so frightening. I don't understand half of what goes on around me.
Did not the mother say she would help you? Watch out for you? Did not Charlie and Emma, your friends, offer to give you a helping hand when you didn't even tell them the truth about what was going on? And Cortez the Red, did he not prove himself a friend as well? How then can you be so afraid when you have so many spirits to be with you in your darkest hour?
Cortez the Red? Please, tell me what I have to do. I'm just fumbling in the dark here.
Follow your heart and your spirit, April, and use your mind. These are your weapons, and with them you will defeat chaos. When you wake, tell the elder that you've had a bakbar, that you've spoken with the band of spirits, and that your name amongst our people is now April Bandu and Baka, April Digger who will seek and find.
Oh, don't go. Please don't go.
And that was the end of the chapter. And this is chapter 5. They're in Beck again. I'm going to save it.